I've been filming this video for like 2 times now. My perfectionism is hitting me again. Hello everyone! So I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram and I'll be answering them for my third YouTube content. This is actually the first YouTube content where I'm going to be talking or like answering questions from people who are following me on TikTok. So now we're going to be talking about random things, and to be honest, I'm still quite awkward, so let's just get on with this. Okay, the first question that I got was, what's your job? I'm a part-time content creator on TikTok, and I'm also the business owner. I'm the brand owner of Touchic, and I aspire to make inclusive pieces in the long run, and also to create teas that have weight on them and bring light to issues that are relevant today. How do you cope up with anxiety? I don't. Joke lang. I actually am having troubles with this, but when I have like intense anxiety, I usually have a hard time breathing. I have a hard time sleeping. Yun yung mga results ng anxiety ko. But what I really do is that try to jump back to my healthy habits, like meditating, working out, spending time with dogs, or like watching Disney movies that would calm me down. So I try to really look back to things that I genuinely enjoy. Tapos dun ko dinidistract yung sarili ko. Pero yung mga ganitong topic, I barely discuss them because I think that these topics should be discussed by a licensed therapist or a licensed psychiatrist kasi mas may alam sila sa akin, which we will be discussing in my future podcast. I'm gonna be starting off podcast this February, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be talking about mental health topics, something that I'm genuinely interested in, and self-love. Mga ganun yung topics. And I'll be having special guests. Books to read para maging magaling sa English. In full transparency, hindi ako nagbabasa ng mga libro na parang technicalities for English talaga. Like grammar. Simply because hindi naman yun kinailangan sa course ko. My course was Consular and Diplomatic Affairs back in college. So, usually nagsusulat talaga kami, nagsasalita. What really helped me in learning English was to listen to a lot of TED Talk videos, listen to a lot of podcasts, read a lot. I have a lot of books, study, manood ng anything on YouTube that spikes up my curiosity. And then, kapag nanonood ka kasi or na-expose mo yung sarili mo sa ganong language, eventually matututo ka kasi ang dami mong English words na nakikita. Tapos, in turn, slowly, malalaman mo na siya kung paano gamitin sa iba't ibang context, malalaman mo na kung anong ibig sabihin ng ganong word. Ano po ba gagawin para maging magaling din sa pakikipag-usap sa English, just like you, ate? Okay, like to preface this, matagal ko na kasi talagang ginagamit yung English. Like, around 5 years old. Lagi ako pumupunta sa Riyadh, bumabalik, Riyadh balik. Parang bakasyon sa Riyadh. So, yung mga playmates ko din, hindi rin Filipino. So, kailangan ko rin English. Nung time na yun, barok-barok pa ako, girl. Like, syempre bata, diba? Wala akong pake. Tinatanong ko sa kanya, where's your sing? Ganon. Yung ano kasi, sing. Dapat ring yun. Where's your ring? Eh, kasi yung Tagalog ng ring, diba? Sing-sing. Sabi ko, where's your sing? So, it's all about kapal ng mukha, bes, determination, and really, like, understanding what your goals are and what you want to happen. Para kahit anong mangyari, hindi ka distracted. Huwag ka rin makikinig sa mga taong, alam mo yun, nang judge ng mga tao kapag nagkakamali ka. Huwag ka makikinig sa mga ganun. I think one of the reasons that people are afraid to learn or to step out of their comfort zone, kahit speaking pa yan in English or kahit ano pa yung endeavor sa buhay, is that takot sila kung ano sasabihin ng ibang tao or kung i-judge sila. Huwag ka matakot, bes. Bayaan mo sila. Mag-aral ka. Kung gusto mo mag-aral, pag-aralan mo. How did your public speaking journey start, and how did you overcome your fear in public speaking? Let me take you back in the year 2017. Or 2016 yata yung training namin. Hindi ko na maalala masyado yung year. Wala pa akong confidence nun, Mars. Tapos, I am a college student. Sabi ko sa dad ko, Dad, merong training parang sa New York. Merong competition na ganyan. Parang gusto kong sumali. Sabi niya, maganda ang training niya, anak. Sige, sumali ka. So, nag-exam ako for that competition. Tapos, nakapasa ako. And then, during the training, mahilig ako magsulat nun. Wala akong confidence magsalita. So, parang, oh my gosh, feeling ko, mali-mali yung sinasabi ko, walang makikinig. Lagi akong kinakabahan, lagi akong mukhang syunga-syunga, lagi akong walang masabi kapag nag-i-impromptu speech. And then, after that competition, na-realize ko na sobrang importante pala ng public speaking. Hindi lang sa school, pero kung paano mo dalhin yung sarili mo. Kung magaling ka makipag-communicate, people will naturally listen to you. And that's what I wanted. That's what I longed for. That's what I yearned. So, sabi ko, sige, mag-aaral ako ng public speaking. Kasi itong skill na to pala, hindi lang pala siya para sa school. Magagamit mo rin siya in content creation. I use public speaking a lot. In my business, I use what I've learned from public speaking to enhance my comm skills whenever I talk to people. The more that you expose yourself in various situations, kung saan pwede ka mag-come out of your shell, kung saan pwede ka mag-build ng confidence mo in public speaking, slowly, really slowly, you will learn how to overcome your fear in public speaking. Take it from me kasi hindi ako magaling mag-public speaking before. Like, yung confidence ko, na-build ko lang din over time. What's the small step to feel confident? My favorite step in making myself feel confident is doing things that I love, doing things that help me improve, at saka yung mga bagay na I genuinely enjoy that would help me to develop myself. Kasi kung you excel at one thing, you know what you offer to the table. Kasi you know the efforts that you've putting in. Alam mo yung mga bagay na ginagawa mo. Alam mo yung mga bagay na kaya mong gawin at kaya mong i-offer. And when you know that, you start to slowly become confident. And also, huwag kang makikinig sa mga negative things na sinasabi ng ibang tao. If it will not serve you, don't believe them. How to slowly come out of your shell? I think it's better to come out of your shell by just taking things slow and setting small goals for yourself. Okay, let's start with me creating content on TikTok. How did I come out of my shell? The first thing that I did was to let go of the expectations of people and also to let go of the judgments of other people. Parang, what do I want and why am I doing this? Sobrang importante na alam mo yung sagot sa question na yun. Kasi it will really ground you na kahit sobrang hirap na, magtutuloy-tuloy ka. You have to have a clear picture of what your ideal future would look like or what your ideal self would look like so that kahit maraming sabihin yung ibang tao, you wouldn't care. For most people, the most difficult part of coming out of your shell is that takot ka talaga na kung ano yung sasabihin ng ibang tao. Basta lagi mong tatandaan kapag natatakot ka na masabihan ng negative whenever you try to come out of your shell is that number one, di mo na siya makikita ever. People come and go. Kailangan mo lang siyang tiisin for a time. Number two, wala silang ambag sa buhay mo. If wala silang ambag sa buhay mo or wala ka dapat pakialam sa opinion nila kasi wala naman silang tinutulong bakit may inambag ba sila? And number three, it's a passing judgment. After a person tells you something negative, it will eventually die down. Parang it's a passing moment. After niya sinabi sa'yo, it's up to you if aalalahanin mo yun or you go on with those things in mind. I would really suggest na you only take constructive criticisms with a grain of salt instead of listening to everyone. You have to filter out everything that you're listening to. Hi, Rebelly Belly Bells. Ang cute ng username mo, Rebelly Belly Bells. Rebelly Belly Bells. Okay. Hi, Rebelly Belly Bells. Top 5 self-help books ko. Number 1, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Number 2, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Number 3, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki kasi feeling ko yung financial literacy hindi masyadong sikat sa Pilipinas. Konti lang yung may alam about financial literacy. So I would like that. I would recommend that book as well. This one is in no particular order pala. Number 4, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. And number 5, How to Influence People by John Maxwell. Yun yung mga favorite kong self-help books by far. Yung ibang books ko kasi pang business, so hindi ko siya masyadong dinidiscuss. Kasi, I don't know, do you guys wanna learn about my business books or do you not want to learn about my business books? I don't know. Next question. How many siblings do you have? 2 kuya. Ako yung bunso and only girl. What is your biggest fear? Ate. My biggest fear would definitely Touchic not to work out or like getting bashed on TikTok. I often think about paano kaya hinahandle ng mga taong nabash yung grabing hate when they become the subject of cancel culture. Kasi I think that that's one of the most toxic things na culture na meron sa TikTok. Grabe yung cancel culture doon na kapag naging problematic ka, may ibang na-educate pero may iba nang name-personal or like hurtful talaga yung mga sinasabi. So, I don't like cancel culture and I don't want to be a subject of that, but I don't think maka-cancel naman ako anytime soon. Huwag naman sana. Aside from necessities, what could you not go on a day without? Definitely, that would be my phone. Sobrang workaholic ko, guys. As in, kahit saan ako mapunta, mahilig akong magtrabaho, mahilig akong gumawa ng mga bagay-bagay. As in, whenever I go out, sometimes I think about ano yung ipopost ko on Instagram, yung mga weekly recap ko, So, I really can't go on without my phone. Kasi ginagamit ko siya for my business, for contacting people. Tapos, kapag ka nagpaplano, lahat nasa phone ko. As in, mawala na lahat. Wag lang yung phone ko, Mare. Nandun lahat. How did you maintain your Latin honors? Hindi ka po ba napagod? Oo naman, Mars. Napagod ako. Kasi ang dami naming pinagdaanan and ang daming nangyari din. Alam mo yun, lahat kasi ng bagay na gusto mong ma-achieve, pinagpapaguran talaga. So, to answer your question, hindi ako matalino, hindi ako gifted. Masipag ako. Do you really like smart guys na medyo masungit pero may sense of humor? Yes, gusto ko ng smart guys kasi kung merong conversion yung mata pobre sa pera, ako mata pobre sa utak. Like, I don't like guys na walang common sense. Parang hindi ko nabebetan yung mga guys na kapag kinausap mo, walang masabi or walang ma-input sa conversation. Yung parang ikaw na yung nagdadala ng conversation. Sana ako na lang yung nanligaw, di ba? Next question is, what's your biggest pet peeve? Ayoko sa mga taong maraming problema sa buhay. Alam mo yung maliliit na bagay, tapos pinapalaki nila. Yung mga maraming issue. Ayoko sa mga taong nangingialam ng mga bagay na nai-enjoy ng iba. If hindi ka naman sinaktan ng tao or wala namang ginawa sa yung mali, like, wag ka nang mangialam kung saan nag-i-enjoy yung mga tao. Like, let people live. Let people enjoy. I don't like people na pakialamero tapos parang they would pick on someone's happiness. Especially, like, yung happiness nila regarding small things. Like, wag kang pakialamero. How are you doing in general? So, ang hirap talaga to like catch up with things that I needed to do. Especially that, ang dami kong kailangan gawin. Like, 2022 is definitely a challenging time for me. Pero I'm trying to like, alam mo yan, get to the bottom of it. Nakakaloka ang ating next question. How to move on po? Bakit ganon? Minsan okay na pero pabalik-balik yung sakit. Maraming salamat sa nanakit sa akin. Ngayon, kaya ko na tong sagutin with full conviction, with confidence, and with the heart. Charot. Healing is not linear. Wow! Galing ko! I can talk about this na. Ready na po ako direct. Kaya ko na pong sabihin to. Healing is not linear. You want and you expect to be like over it in a year or in a month. But that doesn't really happen. People are built differently. Some people, they move on ng mas mabilis. Like 3 months, tapos na, nakamove on na sila. Minsan naman yung ibang tao, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, they still can't get over the fact that they already lost the person. It's always about working on yourself and like thinking that no matter what happens, you'll be alright. No matter if it didn't work out with that person, you'll always find other people out there who's going to be with you. Kung hindi kasi sila para sa'yo, kahit anong pilit mo, hindi sila para sa'yo. I thank you. Okay. How to be knowledgeable, smart, and witty. Being knowledgeable, I think it's important na you start to learn how to love learning. Kasi may mga taong nag-aaral kasi kailangan ng mataas na grades, gusto ng ganitong validation. Parang for some, there really is an outside drive why they want to learn. But I think it's more important na na-enjoy mong mag-aral kesa gusto mong mataas na grades lang. Kasi kapag na-enjoy mong mag-aral, pag susumikapan mong matuto, hindi lang para sa mataas na grades, gusto mo talagang matutunan paano i-apply yung ganito, paano i-gawin yung ganito, which is important in life after you graduate, after you step out of your school. Hindi mo naman kailangan maging pinanganak na matalino. It is an advantage, but kung hindi mo kasi kayang gamitin yung talino mo, wala rin. May mga taong like book smart, pero hindi nila kayang i-apply yung alam nila. Wala ding point. Or kapag ka nakikipag-usap ka, pero wala namang substance yung tao, pero matalino siya, wala ding point. So, it's more of like being masipag, working on your character, than just being book smart or being quote-unquote matalino. So, ayun lang naman yung mga questions so far, mga Maricakes. But, I'm not sure if you have other questions. Just drop them on Instagram. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll be answering questions from Instagram and I'll be posting updates about my future podcast this February 2022. I'll be uploading updates about my podcast, updates about my vlog. So if you wanna, stick with me until the end. Follow me on Instagram, drop your questions there, whatever questions you have, and then I'll be answering them here on YouTube. Kasi feeling ko mas magandang mag-answer sa YouTube ng in-depth. Okay, so before we end this episode or this vlog, I would just like to ask you this question. What helped you in building your confidence? Just drop your answers in the comment section and I'll be featuring my favorite answers on my next vlog. That's it for our vlog. Thank you so much for watching it until the end if you're still here. Wow, props to you. And by the way, I talk so much, so videos might be long. But if you haven't subscribed in this channel yet, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell para maging updated kayo. Let's go! Yun lang guys! Thank you so much for watching! Bye!